Let's cut across to live images coming in from Ayodhya. UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath is currently visiting Ram Mandir along with his cabinet colleagues, all of whom have been taken for the first time since the Pran Pratishtha ceremony. They've all in fact been taken in large hordes. You see these images from inside the temple now. All of them sitting alongside UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, all set for a grand darshan at the Ram Mandir. This is a significant event also because politically the BJP in Uttar Pradesh has been lashing out to the Samajwadi Party. Even in the UP Assembly, we've been seeing barbs being traded between the BJP and the SP over the Ram Mandir. So these images are extremely significant in the run-up to the election for them. Remember that this visit by UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath and all of his cabinet colleagues was to actually happen on February 1st. But because of the massive devotee rush that we've been witnessing in Ayodhya, the visit was delayed, pushed to 11th February. These are images where you see Yogi Adityanath interacting with several leaders as well before making his way inside. While you have several UP cabinet ministers present there, there are some union ministers also who are a part of this visit in Ayodhya. They're going to be, of course, they are currently at the Ram Mandir inside. As you can see those images on the right of your screens of the UP Chief Minister along with all cabinet colleagues there awaiting a grand darshan of Ram Lalla. Samarth Srivastava is joining us live from Ayodhya with more details. So on this, Samarth, we can see these images now on the right of our screens, which we'll go full to, of UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath along with his cabinet colleagues all seated there awaiting the grand darshan of Ram Lalla.
Exactly, Akshita. UP CM Yogi Adityanath has reached inside along with all the cabinet ministers, state ministers and MLAs, not just of BJP but also of other parties as well. And this is that particular gate number 3 via which that bus, the luxury buses carrying the ministers entered inside the premises. This is the barrier number 3, which is also called one of the VIP gates alongside. So these are the visuals which clearly tells, and what we are seeing from the inside visuals, that all the ministers, the cabinet ministers, the MLAs are inside, and as we can see, the lanes of Ayodhya are being cleaned using these water containers. You can clearly see Ayodhya Nagar Nigam water containers out here. So the cleanliness drive is also happening here, but politically it does have an impact in the politics of Uttar Pradesh, because we see the lanes, the cleanliness, the way the city of Ayodhya is being maintained. This clearly tells the story how development has been seen in Ayodhya. And Yogi Adityanath, by taking in a way all the ministers to Ayodhya Ram Temple, especially Satish Mahana, UP Vidhan Sabha Speaker, is initiating this particular drive, clearly gives a story, gives a message, because whosoever is boycotting this will have a large impact in the coming election. That's what the BJP feels. And with Akhilesh Yadav and his team boycotting this particular event, saying that when Ram Lalla will call him, they will only go at that time when Ram Lalla will call him. That does have some impact in the politics, but what the visuals inside are telling, that Yogi Adityanath and other ministers, MLAs are offering prayers inside the temple, and which gives a political insight for the Saffron Party, not the Saffron Party, because we saw RLD MLAs, BSP Lone MLA, Congress MLA Aradhana Mishra Mona, all are inside the temple premises, though other parties do not want to miss this moment where this could be said that they did not go inside the temple when UP Vidhan Sabha Speaker called them. But Samajwadi Party MLA, no Samajwadi Party MLA is inside the premises. In a way, they have missed the opportunity, or they are planning something else in a way to captivate this particular loss into again in the time to come.
Okay, and as we put out these live images right now from inside the Ram Mandir, you see all the cabinet ministers there seated right in front of the Ram Lalla idol. Jai Shri Ram slogans being chanted. A grand welcome for these MLAs as their buses were brought into Ayodhya There were flower petals showered upon their vehicles and saffron flags, Jai Shri Ram slogans, all of it being raised as they reached, in fact, Ayodhya. So it shows you what a grand moment this is, the politics behind it also. Samarth has been telling us how repeatedly the SP, despite events being organized for them, have chosen to boycott these events, saying very clearly they will visit the temple at a time that they deem appropriate, including, of course, with the SP chief Akhilesh Yadav saying that when Lord Ram calls me, I will go to the Mandir. For the SP also, this is a catch-22 situation essentially, Samarth, knowing full well that if they visit this temple on an invite of the BJP, they will be playing into the hands of the BJP as far as Mandir politics goes.
Well, exactly, Akshita. It was in the assembly when Satish Mahana, the UP Vidhan Sabha speaker, invited all the MLAs, ministers to come along in the luxury buses and seek blessings from Lord Ram. But as we saw that Akhilesh Yadav denied and clearly said that when Ram Lala will call him, he along will definitely go. Though sources in Samajwadi Party clearly told that they were planning to visit a Shiv temple in Etawah, which is being constructed by Akhilesh Yadav, though that shivling that is coming from Nepal hasn't arrived yet. So the plan was postponed. Earlier it was planned that these MLAs will go to Etawah in a reply to this particular Ayodhya visit, because in Etawah there is a Shiv temple in the making. And now we are here at a place, the entry of Ram Janmabhoomi Parisar, from where the buses entered inside the premises, and you can clearly see the heavy security, the arrangements out here. This is the place where we have taken you. This is the VIP entry gate from where the buses entered, the luxury buses entered inside this premises, and all the ministers, MLAs, along with UP CM Yogi Adityanath, took this particular route to enter inside, and you can clearly see the heavy security right there. The Jawans of CRPF, UP police are all stationed here in a way to give a message right here. So I have also been joined by a lot of Ayodhya people. कितना आप लोग अयोध्या में आज चेंज देख रहे हैं? मंत्री सब आए हुए हैं, MLAs आए हुए हैं, CM भी हैं अंदर।
सबसे बड़ी बात यह है कि जो अयोध्या है पूरी प्रभु श्री राम के रामलला के रूप में विराजमान होने के कारण लाखों राम भक्त अयोध्या आ रहे हैं, और यही वजह है कि आज योगी सरकार के मंत्रीगण विधायकगण भी दर्शन करने गए हैं। कहीं न कहीं रामलला जी की कृपा सारे राम भक्तों पर हो रही है, क्योंकि ये लाखों की भीड़ अयोध्या नगरी में पहले नहीं देखी गई और बहुत बड़ी भीड़ है। और सबसे बड़ी बात है कि जैसे राजा राम की नगरी अयोध्या थी पहले, उसी तरीके की अब नगरी ये दिख रही है, और तमाम जो है व्यवस्थाएं भी कर गई हैं और सड़कें चौड़ी हो गई। तमाम ऐसी व्यवस्थाएं भी सरकारी यहाँ दी जा रही हैं, और जिससे कि जो है राम भक्तों का लगातार यहाँ पर आना लगा हुआ है। जगह जगह पर शिविर लगाए गए हैं, भक्तों को प्रसाद भोजन मिल रहा है। अयोध्या अंतर्राष्ट्रीय हवाई अड्डा बन जाने से तमाम विदेशी राम भक्त आ रहे हैं। अयोध्या रेलवे स्टेशन भी सुसज्जित ढंग से बन गया है। तो कई इस प्रकार से योगी सरकार ने और प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने जब से 22 जनवरी को रामलला जी को स्थापित किया है, तब से लगातार लाखों राम भक्तों का यहाँ पर आना जाना है। लगभग 2 लाख 2.5 लाख राम भक्त अयोध्या आ रहे हैं।
So you can clearly see that around 2 to 2.5 lakhs devotees on a daily basis are arriving at the Ram temple, and this is the way that I showed you via which the luxury buses entered inside, and in the time to come they'll also come again after doing darshan pujan of Ram Lala. Back to you.
Okay, Samarth Srivastava reporting for us live from Ayodhya, which of course has received a facelift in the last many months ahead of this particular Ram Mandir being opened up. While these MLAs, cabinet ministers, weren't a part of the Pran Pratishtha, this is of course a hugely special moment for them as they're getting a darshan of Ram Lalla for the very first time. The event was scheduled to happen many weeks ago, but there was in fact a huge rush of devotees, which is what led to this event also being delayed. Is this event limited to only cabinet ministers, Samarth? Have there been invites extended to other political parties as well?
Well, Akshita, the message was loud and clear from Satish Mahana that all the MLAs in the house are invited, and that invitation was accepted by the Congress party, as Aradhana Mishra Mona we are seeing hasn't entered inside. By BSP, Umar Shankar Singh, the lone MLA in Uttar Pradesh, has gone inside the temple. Also, the RLD, we also spoke to the RLD MLAs, where they clearly told us that Jayant Chaudhary has given a clear message go inside the temple and take blessings of Lord Ram, because Ram is of all. Ram is not just limited to one party. So that's been the message for RLD as well. But Samajwadi Party has boycotted, or what we say, haven't shown much interest by coming to Ayodhya. Though Akhilesh Yadav has kept on saying that he, along with his family, will definitely enter the temple and take blessings of Lord Ram, but that date is yet to come. And that's why that BJP is, in a way, slamming Akhilesh Yadav about the politics when it comes to the temple.
Okay, so an invite extended to all MLAs, but there are several parties, including SP Chief Akhilesh Yadav, who've chosen not to attend this particular event, saying we will visit when we feel Lord Ram is truly calling us, hinting that all of this is nothing but politics. Let's in fact show you what's happening inside the Ram Mandir. You see all of these MLAs seated there next to UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath raising slogans. Let's play that out for you. Many of them singing bhajans, raising slogans of Jai Shri Ram. This is an invite that's been extended to all MLAs, many of whom have chosen to attend. There are parties, of course, who've chosen to boycott this event once again. But hugely significant considering, Samad, this is the first time that we're seeing UP legislators actually having a chance to go ahead and offer darshan at the Ram Mandir since the Pran Pratishtha.
Well, Akshata, it's the first time when all the MLAs are in a bus. They are going together to offer prayers in some temple in Uttar Pradesh, and that has become the Ayodhya, because this is the history. As you saw, a lot of, when we were reporting from one stop where the breakfast happened for those MLAs and MP and ministers, we saw a round table where UP Deputy CM Keshav Suresh Khanna was there. There was BSP MLA Umar Shankar Singh on the same table, and Congress leader Aradhana Mishra Mona on the same table. And I questioned all of them, while Aradhana Mishra Mona clearly claimed that Mandir is not just for one party, Mandir is for all, and that is why Congress party, representing Congress party, Aradhana Mishra Mona is right here. Same was said by Umar Shankar Singh, that Ram is for all. Ram is not just limited to one party or one person, and that's why Umar Shankar Singh, representing the Bahujan Samaj Party, is here. But as I said, that no member from Samajwadi Party, though Umar Shankar Singh claimed that many SP MLAs wanted to come, as Manoj Pandey to Satish Mahana has clearly said that they want to come to this particular temple and take blessings of Lord Ram. But as Akhilesh Yadav cleared his stand and in a way gave different direction, they did not come here, and even as per sources, they planned to visit a Shiv temple in reply of this Ayodhya Ram temple when all the members are here. And you can clearly see that security out here, that the gate number, like what we see, this is the VIP gate of Ram temple, and the MLAs, the ministers all entered inside via the premises of this particular way. At the buses, the 10 luxury buses that we are talking about, they entered inside that particular premises and entered. And as we are seeing in the visuals clearly, that UP CM Yogi Adityanath, along with other ministers, are seeking blessings from Lord Rama.
Okay, we're playing out these images, and UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath was seen there offering his darshan just before making his way out. So these are images from earlier. You had him getting up and also, in fact, taking the blessings of the Ramlala idol before making his way out, followed by all other MLAs, all other cabinet colleagues of Yogi Adityanath who are also there, who are getting this chance, this historic moment that they've been waiting for since the Pran Pratishtha, during the Pran Pratishtha as well. These MLAs didn't get a chance to really visit the mandir since there was a huge rush at the temple. And these are images now that you're seeing, live images of UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath making his way out of the temple after the darshan of Ramlala. We are, in fact, tracking all those live updates. You can see several ministers also who accompanied him. On the right of your screens are images also that we're showing to you. Another event that we're tracking very closely of Prime Minister Narendra Modi currently in Jhabua of Madhya Pradesh. This is, of course, where he is going to be campaigning, part of several public events and also leading a campaign. Not surprisingly, you see flags all around him, not just of the BJP, but also Sri Ram being hailed there as the Prime Minister was part of the Pran Pratishtha ceremony. There's no doubt that it's going to reverberate across the political spectrum of the country in the run-up to the elections. And you see that in all of the flags, the sloganeering that you can hear during the Prime Minister's roadshow in Jhabua. So the left of your screens, the visit by Yogi Adityanath to the Ram Mandir, and this is largely, dominated politics in Uttar Pradesh, as was indicative in the UP Assembly as well, where you had a fierce showdown, a war of words between Yogi Adityanath and Akhilesh Yadav over the Ram Mandir. On the right of your screens, the Prime Minister's mega rally in Jhabua of Madhya Pradesh. This is a roadshow that will culminate in him addressing the massive gathering there of BJP supporters. And like I said, you can see all around him the saffron flags, the Sri Ram flags that they have raised. They're thanking the Prime Minister for the Ram Mandir finally being built in Ayodhya. So it is, of course, something that's also hugely significant for Hindus. Yes, a civilizational rekindling, as everyone's been calling it, but also a hugely politically significant moment in India, and something that could dominate elections in the upcoming months as well. Samaj Srivastava still with us with more details on that. Samaj, just get us some of the highlights really of how since the Pran Pratishtha ceremony we've been seeing the Ram Mandir narrative really dominate politics in Uttar Pradesh.
Well, exactly, Akshita. Ram Mandir politics is dominating the UP politics since 90s, and that's not the new thing. Earlier, it was for the construction of the temple, and now once the temple is constructed, it is now for the time, like how many parties are going to assemble here. That is also the way of doing politics in the state of Uttar Pradesh, as we are currently seeing that Mandir politics is happening. At one hand, BJP is in a way taking the MLAs to this particular Ram temple, while on the other hand, as per sources, Samajwadi Party planned out to visit Etawah in one Shiv temple. So that thing has been postponed though. But currently, if you talk about the politics, then BJP assumes to have a gain in vote after the construction of Ram temple, and especially that mega Pran Pratishtha event in the presence of Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, and that is the USP for the Saffron Party, where they look this Ram temple consecration, these visits of UP MLAs, where even Congress and BSP parties had to come right there, who were quite against it when the order was not passed by the apex court. So this is what the power of Lord Ram is. That's being claimed by the BJP, because Ram is all about unity. The Ram Rajya was all about unity. That was decades back in Ayodhya, and BJP is now pointing out that Ram Rajya is happening in UP, while the opposition parties like SP, we saw Akhilesh Yadav in the assembly clearly raising serious concern on the law and order situation, be it about the animals, be it about the crime against women. So this has been the thing, but obviously BJP has created a pitch of Ram temple on which we can clearly see playing the proper game ahead of Lok Sabha elections, because Ram Mandir is not just a mandir, it's an emotion. Ram temple, is an emotion. Lord Ram is an emotion, not just for some political parties, but also for the lakhs and crores of devotees that come to the throng Ayodhya from different parts of the state, India and world as well.
Very true. And we've been seeing those kind of images of the massive crowds there at the Ram Mandir in the last few weeks since the Pran Pratishtha ceremony. On the left of your screens, the images of UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath also there at the temple, offering his prayers at the Ram Lalla idol. And on the right of your screens, the images of the Prime Minister's roadshow in Jhabua of Madhya Pradesh, where you can see saffron flags being raised. There were Jai Shri Ram slogans also to welcome the Prime Minister. And Yogi Adityanath has made it very, very clear that while the grand Ram Mandir has been built right now in Ayodhya, he's already made it clear that the issue of Gyanvapi, the issue of Mathura is something he's setting his eyes upon and hoping that legally they get some relief. So the BJP's agenda also, as far as Hindutva, as far as Mandir is concerned, is something that they will raise in this election narrative as well. And that's very, very clear from the many campaigns we've seen, particularly by UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. The Prime Minister makes brief mentions of the Mandir like he did in Parliament as well yesterday, in which we also saw a motion of thanks over the Ram Mandir. But this is a political narrative essentially that the opposition also struggles with, because while some take a stand saying we welcome the Mandir, we don't want politics, there are many others who are struggling really to counter the BJP narrative when it comes to the Mandir. And that's what the Bharatiya Janata Party is really counting on. For decades, as Samath pointed out, we've seen endless politics over the Mandir, endless promises and whatnot. And now it will all come to an end essentially with this election season, with the Mandir being built right now in Ayodhya. But it's something, of course, that will resonate in the mind and heart of the voter, and that's what the BJP is counting on when they keep raising these images, when they keep raising this issue in their multiple campaigns. With these images from Ayodhya and Jabua, as we track the Mandir politics and the Mandir narrative ahead of the elections,